Arguably the most anticipated game since the Nintendo Switch's announcement, Super Mario Odyssey is here, and is probably going to drive sales for the Nintendo Switch through the roof. Expanding off of the likes of Super Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine, this is the 3D Mario game that a lot of people have been waiting for. And I'm happy to say that Super Mario Odyssey does deliver, even if it weakens a little bit on some other fields. Let's start out with the positives. This game is huge, so much that it'll probably keep you busy till the end of the year. With big worlds to explore, loads of collectibles, and also not forgetting Mario's Cap Friend, which offers all kinds of ways to traverse these lands. The vast amount of things that you can transfer Mario into are consistently fun to play as and feel very important. Playing as so many Mario villains, new and old, offers up all kinds of fun gameplay, my particular favorites being the Hammer Bro and the Tank. Initially, I wasn't sure that Nintendo would be able to pull off such a concept that well, but it was done quite nicely, and I'm sure it will please all Mario fans, despite how new it is. Speaking of new, the worlds are very interesting and creative. They may not feel very Mario-ish, but let me just say that it's refreshing to see something other than Grass World, Ice World, Sand World, Water World, you get it. Mario, on the other hand, controls just as well as ever. It feels like a combination between Mario 3D World and Mario 64, except in this game, with the help of your hat buddy, you're able to manipulate the controls in such a way that it allows you to negotiate obstacles that you wouldn't be able to with any other Mario movesets. It's like having the keys to a brand new car. You feel like you can do anything, go anywhere. A lot of freedom is given to the player, and I salute Nintendo for that. As for the collectibles, there are loads of power moons to get throughout the game. Unfortunately though, since there's so many power moons, this comes at the expense of them feeling important. As in, literally, you don't have to work really hard at all to get some of these. Also, since there's so many moons, you're able to get to the final boss without getting a large portion of the moons. But let me clarify that this is an entirely subjective way to play the game. If you want, you can get all the moons in the entire game, and I hear that the game does reward you extra in the ending if you do so. I've beaten the final boss, but there are still tons of moons to collect, so if I ever feel like coming back to this game, I certainly won't hesitate. Now, before I continue, let me just say that I am going to get into the negatives that I have about this game, and I swear to God, if you're one of those people who does not want to hear anything negative about this game, please just leave the video, because you're a pussy. Just take it with a grain of salt. Let us begin. Although these complaints are incredibly minor, I feel like I should talk about them anyway, just 'cause why not? While the visual presentation is undoubtedly spectacular, music on the other hand is okay. I don't know if this is just me, but a lot of the songs in this game just kind of come off as thematically generic. This isn't to say that there's no good songs at all in this game. Heck, the Mario Odyssey theme, the Pauline songs, and I found the song at the Luncheon Kingdom to be quite enjoyable. You have to understand that the reason I'm complaining about this is because I know that Mario games have so much potential to have great music. And games like Super Mario Galaxy and Mario 3D World have proved this. It's just a shame that it doesn't really live up to those soundtracks. Bosses are also just kind of there. I like me some challenging bosses in games, but I didn't have my hopes too high because this is modern Mario we're talking about. I just wish there were more definitive bosses in this game, like that bunny rabbit with the chain chomp, rather than the Broodals, which are just as pathetic and overused as Boom Boom and Bam Bam from Mario 3D World. But once again, let me make it perfectly clear that I know that these are incredibly subjective complaints, and that they only apply to me and some other people. This is a game you don't want to miss out on. I've only scratched the surface here. As a matter of fact, I bought the Nintendo Switch and Mario Odyssey bundle for crying out loud. This is a game that's well polished and packed with content, which disappointingly is something we're getting less of these days. If you have a Nintendo Switch or are planning on getting a Nintendo Switch, I'd tell you to get this game, but chances are you've probably made plans to get it already. Mario Odyssey receives an 8 out of 10. Hello everyone, thank you very much for watching my humble game review. Go follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and VidMe if you haven't already, and subscribe to my breathtaking YouTube channel. All ratings, comments, and shares are very much appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.